Whoops. How's it going, folks? Hi. You might notice that my video and audio quality is a lot shittier than it normally is. And there's a very sad reason for that, but I'm gonna give folks a chance to come on in and find the stream. I hope everybody's having a good day. Let me know how the sound is, alright? Oh my god, I just barely escaped Portland. You know, the Antifa, they were on my ass, and I was just trying to escape. You know, I was like, oh no, fucking Antifa is gonna get me. And you know, there was like explosions everywhere, there was bombs going off, there was people getting blown to bits. It was like a Star Wars movie or some shit, you know. And on my way out, the president of Antifa grabbed my cell phone out of my hands because I was videotaping it. I was like, I gotta show the world the truth of what's going on in Portland. And they smashed my phone. So that's why we're on the phone that I usually use to read comments and stuff. I really can't see shit on here. Up until earlier today, I still could kind of see like a flickering, you know, whatever. But now it's just like I knew this was gonna happen. Like, yeah, it sucks. Yeah, it's terrible. I'm really sad because this is kind of like really important for making content and shit. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I can get refurbished Pixel 7. This is a Pixel Pro 6. And I looked it up. I can get a Pixel 7 for like $170. That's refurbished. So if anybody wants to get down with the kickdown, if anybody wants to donate, so that I can bring you guys more better content and, you know, whatever, that would be awesome. I'm still trying to get my computer fixed so I can finish editing videos. Also, I'm sick, man. I'm trucking around all of the gear from the T-Boy wrestling gig. And fortunately, part of the gear was a million COVID tests. So I took a COVID test earlier today. It's not COVID, but I don't feel good. So instead of driving all day today like I would have, I stopped pretty early. I pulled off kind of just this random little back ass spot in Southern Oregon around like 4 and just kind of set up camp and chilled out, and I'm gonna go to bed really early, so hopefully, you know, I took a bunch of vitamins earlier. I went to the grocery store and got like some immunity stuff, so hopefully if I get some good sleep, I'll feel better. But yeah, I feel pretty crappy, but that, you know, that week in Portland was pretty fucking busy. Oregon got snow last week. Did you see any snow? I saw some on the mountains. Let's see. Yesterday, I woke up in this small town about a half hour out of Olympia, and it was pretty cold. I spent a couple days out there and was pretty damn cold. Like the temperature at night got like 30 degrees or something like that. So I think just being cold and whatever, like, just was really rough on my immune system. But it's not abnormal in the PNW for it to get that cold. How's everybody doing in chat? How's your week been going? What day is it even? Is it fucking... It's Thursday. Okay. Dang. Yeah, how long have I been away from LA? I don't even know. I did play a set in Olympia the other day. That was pretty cool. Folks really liked it. I didn't get to play a lot of songs though. I think I played like 5 or 6 songs. Definitely could have played more. What's up, Wolf Drifter? How's it going? Yeah, I feel pretty under the weather. I got these non-alcoholic IPAs that I'm pretty happy about. I looked it up because I can't do gluten, and apparently the brewing process takes out like pretty much all of the gluten, and I haven't really had any problems with it. So yeah, cheers. We got sponsored by T-Boy Wrestling. Got sponsored by this this non-alcoholic brewing company, as well as who else did they get sponsored by? We had we had a whole bunch of like underwear and yeah, I had to get rid of a lot of there was a fuck ton of beverages left and a bunch of nice underwear that had to get gone because I couldn't fit them in this. My car actually broke down over the last couple days, and you know, TDLA wasn't gonna leave me out stranded in the middle of the woods and the PNW, so they covered almost all of the repair cost, but now having me come up here and get all the gear has costed more than I wanted it to. So I'm trying to cover the rest of the gas to get all the way back down to kind of offset costs. So yeah, any donations from today's stream go to that first and foremost, getting covering the gas. They didn't ask me to do that. I just want to because, you know, they covered fucking like $800 worth of repairs on my car, which I was not trying to have them do. And the rest of the gas to get down to LA is going to be like plus what I have already that I've thrown down. It's going to be maybe like $200, $180 or something like that. Yeah. And I need a new fucking phone. So, it's, yeah. But if anybody has any questions about what Portland's like right now, let me know, and I'll tell you exactly what Portland's like, because I was just there for like a week. Let's see. What's up, Chris Bandit and Black Eagle? How you guys doing? Sorry I'm like low energy right now, guys. I'm fucking sick. I don't feel good. I'm gonna go to bed. It's 6:10 and I'm gonna go to bed probably pretty shortly after the stream, or at least curl up in my tent. Got my tent all set up. Wait, how do I flip this around? There we go. It's all ready to go. I got all my fucking warm blankies and shit in there. Did you do any videos? I did take a few videos, but not a lot, and I can't show you any because my phone's fucked up, unfortunately. On this phone, I did catch some really good footage of the naked bike ride. That was pretty cool. You know, I was around downtown Portland a lot over the last week, and I really didn't see a fuck ton of action. The most action I saw was a naked bike ride, and there was like maybe 1,000 people, which is pretty cool. It like, especially considering it was like really cold and wet, but you know, Portlanders, they don't give a fuck. They're gonna just do it anyway. Oh shit, I need a pack of rolling papers. Hold on. Hold on. Alright. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Stephen Hickman? Alright. Marilla smoke. Yeah, I don't feel good. I'm fucking sick, man. It's not the COVID, though. And, yeah. I really don't have a whole lot of fucking energy in me. I got like a few hours into the drive earlier, and I was just like, man, I feel like fucking dog shit. So, yeah. Yeah, probably just being cold for a few days and wet and whatever. And, yeah, the Ronin, it was kind of a scare, man, with the Ronin, my car. It was kind of a scare. I mean, I was, out between Portland and Olympia, and there were some serious problems, and I was lucky enough to find a little shade tree mechanic in this little podunk town right near where I was, and he squeezed me in and fixed me up. Because I was calling around to the mechanics around, like, nearby, and all of them were, like, quoting me super high prices for the fix, and they didn't have any room to get me in until, like, Thursday or Friday, and that just was not acceptable. But the T-Boy wrestling events both days went really, really well. It was super magical, but I think day 2, getting the beverages and stuff to sell for concessions is what really pushed my car to the limit. So I mean, it's not unfair for my car fixes to be covered by TDLA. I think it's really cool of them to do that. It's not just because I'm driving a shit box, and I could have said no, I can't take that amount of stuff. I can't take that load. But I didn't, and I took it anyway, and my shit got fucked up, and now it's fine. But now I'm really just trying to cover the gas back. So yeah, if people kick down today, that'd be dope. And if I need to, I mean, I'll do another stream tomorrow probably, because I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna take it easy. I'm not gonna be driving too hard. Chapo family says, be safe out there, bro. Thanks, man. Let's see. Sam, I love that you're participating in the chat, but you gotta, like, make a little less comments and give other people a chance to chat in the chat room as well. Maybe like half as many comments as you're making. I appreciate it. And yes, all of the beverages that I took from Costco to sell at the event, it was like a lot. Like my fucking car was like loaded up all the way, like the whole back was just loaded with fucking beverages. And if y'all know how heavy liquid is, you can guess how hard that was on my fucking car. It sucked. Oh, that's a funny comment. And it's an instant ban. All right, I gotta get my lighter. It's getting dark too. How heavy is liquid exactly? Well, you know how many ounces are in a can, right? This is 12 ounces, right? 16 ounces in a pound, so each of these cans are just shy of a pound, so you get a 6-pack, and that's probably about 5 pounds, right? So you get a 12-pack, that's 10 pounds, etc. So how many, you know, fucking 24 packs of liquid I had in my car, like dozens, you know, it's a lot. Ooh, deleted message. That's funny. Hey, we got some new folks in the chat here. Benjamin thinks I'm a hippie, which indicates to me that Benjamin hasn't actually, like, met a lot of humans. Yeah. Clearly I'm a punk. I know I'm wrapped up in a sleeping bag right now, but I'm very clearly a punk. So what's going on in Portland? Anybody know? Who's from Portland? Raise your hand if you're from Portland. I want to know. Is that tobacco or wacky tobacco? That's some good old American spirit. The Nigerian nightmare. Okay, dude. Welcome to chat. It must be your first time. And that was a short-lived career in my chat. Antifa gang leader here. Ain't shit happening. I know, Jared. Like, what the hell? Get on it. Come on, man. We got the real one. There's many. Yeah, we got real live Antifa up in chat here. Raise your hand if you're Antifa. Anybody? Thanks for the comment, Mr. Steal Your Donuts. I appreciate it. Chapo says, I'm from Jamaica, but I always watch what's going on in the States. That's cool. Hey, welcome. I've always wanted to visit Jamaica. That's awesome. How's it going over there? Luca Defar says, what's the point of this? Man, you're the one commenting. I don't know. What are you doing here? Hey, we got some Antifas in chat. Hell yeah. Reptile says, so is my grandpa. Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. Fighting in World War II. That's sick, man. Yeah, you know what they say about the only good Nazi is a dead Nazi, right? It's rainy season now in Jamaica. Okay. That must be, I mean, either that's shitty or that's really nice. I don't know. I don't know what it's been like. How is it still light there? I'm in Oregon, dude. It's like 6:20 now. ETM says donated $4.99.99. No, you didn't, dude. And if you did, then I'm sorry, but I can't check because I'm on my phone. My other phone fucking crapped out. And this sucks. This is what I usually stream on because it's much better quality for audio and video. This is also my camera. This is like my camera, you know, this is my gear, and it's fucked. It happened a couple days ago. I think somebody might have stepped on it or something. Yeah, I'm pretty upset. I even have like a screen protector on it, and it just fucking got smashed, dude. It's fucking bullshit. I'm not in Portland anymore. I was in Portland earlier this morning. Bigfoot, yeah. Fucking A. I hope Bigfoot's around, man. Bigfoot's cool. Last time I was out in Oregon, Bigfoot came and gave me a 6-pack. This 6-pack, Bigfoot didn't get me. Bigfoot's not sober. He only gives out alcoholic 6-packs. This is a non-alcoholic 6-pack. AFK says survive 99 nights. Hell yeah, dude. Wow, what a survivor. Sapphire's posting Venmo links. Thank you, and Cash App. I appreciate it. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. If you want to help so that I can put out better, more gooder content, then please do. Why are you carrying around that piece of trash phone? Bro, you don't know what the fuck. Also, I can still take pictures with it and send them to my phone. All I gotta do to get my camera open is, well, shit. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it's this way. Let's see. I can still take pictures. I think. Maybe I can't. Damn, that sucks. Well, anyway, this literally just happened, so, you know. Also, I really am not, I don't need people in my chat that are fucking assholes, so I'm just gonna ban you. It's been a few days since my last stream. I want to get back to streaming most days, every other day or something, and get back to talking about topics. I do have a fuck ton of footage on this phone that I need to go through, and I can still hook it up to my computer. Oh no, I can't because my computer's dead too. I have my other computer that I don't edit on, that I can't edit on. It's a shittier computer, but I can hook up my phone and extract the videos and do something with those. Or I can, they're uploaded to my Google whatever the fuck. So I can still access them from this phone and make videos and upload them to my Patreon and my whatever. TN Beats stopping by to say hello. Hell yeah. Are you recording on a phone right now? Yeah, dude. Some people have 2 phones. Especially poor people. You just get 2 shitty phones and it does all the things that like a one expensive phone can do. And just some whatever got banned from my chat. Hell yeah. Yeah, there's some weirdos in here, but that's alright. That just shows that I'm getting some more reach. New folks. If you're new here and you're actually, like, here to kick it, then welcome. And if you're new here and you're just fucking some dumb idiot that wants to say some dumb shit, then you're gonna get banned pretty quick. Like Casey Wells. I hope you have a shitty rest of your night. There we go. Marisa says hi, what's up? Mainly off-grid, good evening, what's up? Yeah, it's nice out here, it's really quiet. And actually, it was really quiet in Portland, too. Like, most of the spots we were at were, like, it was just almost as quiet as this, even though we were in the city. Like, you know, the fake news media is going to tell you, like, oh, Portland is a shithole. It's, you know, like, yeah, there's a lot of homeless people. It's not really their fault, though. But there's always been a lot of homeless people. They're not, like, you know, they're not hurting anybody. They're just trying to live their life. What part of the country even? I'm in Southern Oregon right now, but I'm heading back down to LA. Damn it, this is clogged. Annette is in Portland right now. Hell yeah, how's that going for you? I thought it was great. I loved Portland. I haven't been back in a while, but hopefully I'll be back soon. And congrats on surviving our war-torn city. Thanks, man. It was rough. There was bombs going off everywhere. It was pandemonium. I like had to make a dash for the Airbnb through all of the bodies and stuff. You know, I had my bulletproof vest on and my helmet, and I was just like pushing my way through all the Antifas and shit. It was nuts. That's a joke. It was actually really peaceful. It was nice. Like I said earlier, the most action I saw was the naked bike ride, and there was a lot of people there. It was really crazy. I didn't think people would be dissuaded from doing it because they're from Portland. They're not unused to rain and cold, but it was really rainy and coldy that day. It was cold and rainy that day. Annette says, that's a beautiful city. I was homeless for 24 or 4 years. What do you mean 24 or 4 years? And just got an apartment, so it's a great place. That's cool. Yeah, I know a lot of people that kind of started out like homeless in Portland and got housing, and now they've cleaned up their life and they're doing really good. It's kind of a good place for folks that are travelers and homeless to go and kind of just grind out of it and make their lives better. Quantalosophy says the forest will spit you up faster than the city when you are toxic. I don't know what the fuck that means. Jaren says, I even went camping in LA too. Yeah, I've camped around LA. It's not fun. Before I started living in LA, I had passed through with my backpack and it sucked. It's not a fun place to be homeless or tramping. Annette says, I lost my 2 children and my husband died of cancer in 2018. Damn, that's hard. That's really hard. Oh, good, Sam, you're still here. I thought I pissed you off there for a minute. Sweet. Emergency naked bike ride looked chilly. It's rad that there was such a turnout. Yeah, I got some really good footage. And I got it on this phone too, so I'll be able to send that and post it so y'all can see how many people were there. In the USA, being homeless is a chance to choice your pursuit of happiness. Shut the fuck up, dude. Homelessness is homelessness. Like, it's not good to be homeless. Like, it sucks. And it's pretty fucked up that, you know, we try to pretend like we're the richest country in the world and there's so many people on the street. Whoa, that sucks. I'm trying to, like, make it easier for folks to see me, but that light kind of sucks. There we go. Let's see. There we go. Now I got a little spotlight here. Awesome. Sam says, I am unpiss-offable. I know, you're a real one, Sam. I know. Nomads and homeless are different from each other. Yeah, it's true. There's you know, some people choose to live nomadically and, you know, and some people don't. Some people have debilitating physical and mental illness that just like makes it so that they can't function in society, and unfortunately this society in the US does not really have many protections for them. I'm Keija says, can you say my name? Huge ass. Yeah, I remember when I was 10 years old and I thought that calling people up and saying like, hey, I'm looking for huge ass, and then like they'd be like, oh, is huge ass here? And then I'd be like, hee hee hee. Like, yeah, okay. That's at least a fucking decade and a half old of a joke. Spud says we have to have social housing in the UK. Rains all the time. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, LA had a lot of money given to it to help with the homeless problem, and it all disappeared. And that became really obvious and apparent when the fires were happening over the summer. And, you know, people needed places, safe places to be, and there was only 100 beds, which makes absolutely no sense because I think they got like, I don't know what the number was, but it was like a ridiculous, fucking huge number that LA had to address the homeless issue, and we don't know where it went or what they did with it. Lolcaf is getting banned by Tony Radford says, just got here, I'm glad I didn't miss you. Hey, what's up? I'm glad you got in too. This is a really low energy stream, y'all, but I wanted to check in with y'all and kind of fill you in on how things are going and just hang out for a little bit. I am sick. I don't have COVID. I have a million COVID tests in my car from the event because, you know, before wrestling, You want to make sure you're not sick. So I did take a COVID test earlier today. It's negative, but I feel like shit. I got a hell of a cold. And I'm gonna go to bed early. Hey, Aaron's here. What's up? Much love. Glad to see you. Brandon says like $23 million sad. Yeah, right. And like, where the fuck did it go? You know, whose pockets got lined with that money that was for the homeless? What kind of a piece of shit do you have to be to like steal money from from homeless people? That's crazy. Gimp along says, hope you feel better, Corn. I think after going to bed early tonight and sleeping until I'm not tired anymore tomorrow will really help. So yeah, I'm sure hoping that I will feel better tomorrow. So thank you. I appreciate it. Whoops. Trying to fucking set this light up so y'all can see me, but I'm not blinding myself. Love you, Repra fam. Hell yeah. Love you too, Aaron. Vitamin C, bro. Yeah, you know what? There's plenty of young pines around here that I could harvest some pine needles and make some tea. Pine needle tea is known to have a lot of vitamin C in it, so that might be a good idea. I did get some supplements while I was passing through the last town and got some food, got some vitamins, so hopefully between that and a lot of sleep that I will feel a lot better. There was a lot of people that I encountered and you know, so it's not surprising that I got sick. There was a lot of people. The event was huge. First day was sold out. Second day was also sold out. I also, ooh, that blinded me. Shit. I also got to see one of my friends, sweetheart of mine, out in the sticks in the PNW, and it was really cool to go to her property out there on there's this inlet, and yeah, she's got this property with her partner, and they do mussel farming, and that's pretty cool. So I got to do that. I went swimming in that fucking cold ass inlet. You know, it was like salt water, ice cold. Maybe I shouldn't have done that because I think that might have fucked my immune system a little bit more, and now I'm just sick. How do you make the pine tea? I have a friend that I traveled with a few years back, Squirrel, and I did a live stream with him too, and he wrote this song called Pine Needle Tea, and it's on Spotify. When I first met him, he played it for me, and I was like, dude, this song rocks, and I downloaded it, I paid for it and everything, and played it a bunch of times, and it tells you exactly how to make pine needle tea. But basically, you got to go to, you know, a young pine, and you get the young, like the fresh pine needles, you know, near the bottom that are just popping out, the nice, like, soft green ones, and you collect those, and you put them in your hot water, and you let them steep for a while, you know, heat it over your fire or whatever, and then you just drink it, and it's full of vitamin C. It'll keep you healthy. Also, it's like, you know, in a pinch, if you need a little bit of little extra vitamins and nutrition, it'll do it for you. Sam says, Jason, I just started having magnesium morning and evening daily. I presume it's helping. Yeah, magnesium is powerful. It really is. It helps your mood, too. It helps your mood and your sleep cycles and whatnot. Jason says, you're awesome, bro. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. Usually I like to be a little bit more energetic on a stream, but we're doing the best we can here. I got my shitty phone that I'm streaming off of, which I'm not super happy about. My regular phone is fucked. It's bad. And I'm really sad about it, man. Like, this is important. Now I can't take any more videos. I thought I could still use the camera, but for some reason I can't now. Because you can open the camera just by hitting the side button a couple times, and then it'll open, and then I thought I could still take videos and pictures, but I can't, so that sucks. But yeah. Anyway, Vicklin says, sorry to hear you're sick. Thank you. Yeah, it's, it is what it is. It's cold. It's not, fortunately, it's not as cold down here as it was up, like, in the PNW proper, like, up in Washington and shit. It was chilly overnight. Actually, I think it got down to, like, maybe 29 degrees. And for folks not in the U.S., that's Fahrenheit. So in Celsius, that would be like negative a few degrees, maybe like -4 degrees or so. Yeah, definitely below freezing for part of the night. But yeah, Sam says your mood fits the Oregon forest background. Yeah, now the bugs are starting to sing, and there's a little railroad track right over next to me that I didn't notice till I started setting up my tent, and it's what is it? The Siskiyou subline or something like that. I don't imagine that I'll see any trains pass by because it's just like a small rail line that goes to these little back bush towns to the west of the main line. But maybe I'll see a train. I think that'd be dope. I don't know what kind of stuff. It's probably like lumber and shit that they haul. But I am next to this cool little smaller line. Let's see. Somebody's comment is held for review. It's in German. I don't know what the fuck it says, so I'm just not gonna approve it. Because it could say something racist for all I know. Well, actually, I know a little bit of German. Let's see. Something about girls' nipples, and do you read German? Verstehen? I don't know what Verstehen eine. Yeah, something about nipples. I don't know, man. And then a bunch of tongue emojis. Yeah, I'm not gonna approve that comment. Pish says we shall call you Cornelius Young Squire. Why are you calling me Cornelius Young Squire? What does that mean? Oh man. Oh, it's getting a little chilly. Yeah. Anybody in chat from Portland? I know a couple of you said you were, and you like it a lot. I like Portland. I thought it was really nice. It was super quiet most of the time. A really nice reprieve from LA, because I mean, I guess LA just declared a state of emergency because of the federal government presence. You know, usually when places declare a state of emergency, it's like a natural disaster or something. But this time it's because of politics, unfortunately, and I believe it. Like, it was pretty dicey heading out. And, you know, LA is really loud. It's stinky. Andy PDX, of course you're here. And yes, Andy says I love Portland. Me too, man. I should have hit you up while I was out there. Rip Rider says, did they force you out? Yes, I got surrounded by the Antifas, and they were like, get out of here. And I was like, oh no. And I ran for my life, and I found the nearest police officer, and I said, dear officer, please save me. And that officer saved me, and everybody clapped. And yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Fuck the police. Yeah. I gotta see this deleted message. Not sure what that means. Rip Rider says awesome. Yeah, awesome. Yeah. Apparently though, with the naked bike ride, so they rode I can't remember what spot they started out from because I don't really know Portland that well. It was actually really close to where the wrestling event was, like a few blocks away, where everybody met and started, and then they rode down to the ice facility. And according to reports, they did get hit with some tear gas and stuff once they got to the ice facility. I don't really know how all that panned out. I didn't have a bike, so I didn't really follow along with them. I dropped them off. Dropped my friend off, and saw them off and caught up with them later. It was dope. Andy says, absolutely fuck the police. Yes, yes. I went to this coffee shop while I was waiting to go pick up the gear this morning, and the guy that was the barista at this coffee shop was like, I asked him, how's your day been going, man? And he's like, oh, it started out weird, I was coming in to open the shop, and this fucking pig was harassing this homeless guy trying to take his stuff. So I put a stop to it, and I was like, hell yeah, dude, that's awesome. And he was like, well, it sucks, I wanted to do more, but, it was just me versus that cop, and fortunately he was able to kind of dissuade the police, that stupid cop, from stealing that homeless guy's shit. But, he was really upset about it for good reason, too. It's like, of all the things going on in the city, of course the cops are going to be harassing homeless people, just going about their business, trying to steal their stuff. Sam says, send $1 for fugitive gas money. Yeah, I'm on the run from Antifa. Send money. Actually, yeah, if you do want to get down with the kickdown, I super appreciate it. I'm trying to offset the gas cost here because TDLA covered the fixes to my car. Otherwise, I would have been stranded up in the PNW. And I'm really grateful to them, but I didn't want to put them in that position. So I'm trying to pay for... I have, almost enough to pay the rest of the way back to LA. So I'm going to just keep... maybe tomorrow I'll have a more fun stream where I don't feel like shit and feel a little bit better, and I can, whatever. But, yeah, trying to offset that cost. So, honestly, if people donate to me during this stream, that money is going to support Trans Dudes of LA, who puts on the T-Boy wrestling shows. And I don't know, if anybody's been keeping an eye out, but there's been a lot of articles about it. It's on the up and up. It's really taking off. And, by this time next year, it could be a very lucrative thing. And I have a lot of faith that it will be. But right now, everybody's just kind of shoestringing it and putting in everything to keep it running. It's really good for a lot of folks in the community. So if you are in Portland, look up T-Boy Wrestling, the event that just happened out there, and see what kind of articles come up. And also, it looks like Andy just kicked down through the Venmo. Thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate that. And if you kick down through Cash App, that's not giving me notifications, so I'll give you a heart react later. I would love to send you a note, but Cash App doesn't let me send notes to people, so whatever. But trust and believe, I'm very grateful. And on the PayPal, I don't know, I don't think anybody's kicked down on PayPal, but I'm pretty sure I do get notifications when people kick down on PayPal. So if anybody wants to try, yeah, then I can confirm. And Satan is back in LA. She's staying with her son, and she's being cared for. And sorry, I can't wait to see her again. Fuck. Oh my god. Yeah, I feel fucking shitty, dude. I'm surprised that it's not COVID. I was honestly through all of the fucking pandemic and shit, I never got COVID once. And I tested a lot. I tested often, never got it. And this time I was like, man, I feel so shitty. This has got to be the time that I finally got COVID. It's got to be. And I took the test fully expecting it to be positive. It's not. So either I've got some crazy ass immune system or something, or I don't know, I'm just really fucking lucky. God, this is fucking clogged. One thing that's really awesome about Portland is that weed prices are super low too. I was surprised. Everybody was really surprised. Man, I'm sucking on this like I'm trying to suck a golf ball through a garden hose. It ain't fucking budging. God damn it. God damn it. What a drag, man. Aaron, why did you mute that? We don't know if they sent me 25 or not. I can't really verify it. Larry says, do you have COVID? You don't look well. I just said that I took a COVID test and I don't have COVID. But I am sick, for sure. Definitely sick. I feel like dog shit. I'm gonna go to bed soon. Aaron says spam. We don't know if it's spam or not. I'll check afterward. But if that person really did send me 25 bucks, then that's not very nice to delete them and put them on timeout, Aaron. We don't know. I hope they did. That'd be dope. I'm trying to unmute them. Rob just kicked down 25 on Venmo. Thank you so much, Rob. Looks like Rhonda kicked down on PayPal. Okay, so I do get PayPal notifications while I'm streaming. That's dope. Thank you so much, Rhonda. And thank you so much, Rob. And thanks again to Andy PDX. You guys are sweet. You're very sweet. Like, honestly, like, even just a couple bucks here and there, that adds up. And I, like TDLA would absolutely pay for the rest of the gas for me to get back. But I don't want to fucking take more from the fund than I already have. Like, they covered the fixes for my car, and then while I was in Portland, you know, they covered all my food and lodging. So they've already done a lot for me. Like, I enjoy driving around and doing the gear, and it's, you know, it's kind of a work trade, honestly, because I have been hooked up by them so much. So it's like, you know, it's more than fair, especially toward me. Like, I feel like I've gotten hooked up more than I guess I've brought in, and I want to be bringing in as much to the operation as possible. And right now, the best I can do is drive my shit box with gear around. But it really did it really did run my fucking car through the gamut. Bigfoot lives up there. I know. I hope I see Bigfoot. Last time I saw him, he was chill as fuck. We we really hit it off. He came and fucking kicked it with me and brought me a 6-pack and some firewood. It was dope. Cheers. I got me some non-alcoholic brew here. It's pretty good. Better watch out for them Bigfoots. They have really dank weed. You know, I could really use some fucking dank weed. I did get this on Clodbro, so that's pretty dope. Take a stick and knock on a tree. Is that how you summon Bigfoot? I never heard that before. Fuck, dude. God. Holy shit. Yeah, I don't feel good, dude. Oh, man. Yeah, I got off the road around like 4 today. I just like looked up the nearest campground and pulled over. Actually, the campsite was 25 bucks, so that kick down earlier covers that. That's awesome. I would have done some just like side of the road camping or something, but I wanted to be a little bougie about it since I'm sick. Hey, Bigfoot, where are you at? You know, I heard Bigfoot's Antifa, too. Gotta watch out. I might try to set my tent on fire. No, I'm just kidding. Antifas don't do that. Man. Now it's getting chilly. Anybody in Portland go to any of the protests? I wanna know. If I hadn't been so busy with the T-Boy wrestling, I would have definitely hung around downtown. Also, my leg is really hurting me. For new folks, I am an amputee. I have a prosthetic for my below-the-knee amputation. And fun fact, before I went up and wrestled, about maybe like 2 hours beforehand, I had to lance a pressure sore. I had to cut open a fucking flaming, painful pressure sore on my nub and drain it of fluid and then just like patch it up and go wrestle. And that was fucking brutal. I'm not gonna lie, that was fucking brutal. I didn't really tell anybody about it because I didn't want to make people feel bad, but like that's where I was at. And if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't have been able to walk on my leg at all, unfortunately. It's getting pretty bad. I did put in a request for a new prosthetic company. Yeah, it was brutal, Vic Lynn. It was gnarly. It was not fun. And I also had to do a bunch of work for like, after the event, loading stuff up. It still hurts really bad. I added some more pads in my socket to help get the pressure up off of that spot so that I can keep walking. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. It sucks. There's like some things that people don't know about being an amputee, and one of those things is pressure sores. Pressure sores happen and they're fucked. They're so bad. When you have an ill-fitting prosthetic, that's what happens, especially legs, because you're standing on it. Yeah, I'll probably make like a short about that at some point. Do you have a fever? It might be infection that's making you sick. It could be. I don't think. I think it's just from like being cold and tired for too many days, and my immune system was just kind of fucked. Is it painful? Yeah, it's extremely painful. Yeah, it sucks. So I'm kind of just like, I'm really gonna have to get back into streaming most days and come up with some interesting content to share with y'all so that I can be able to edit the footage that I do have. So yeah, man, this is a good chat room though. Most of y'all are like regulars. I'm loving that. It seems like we kind of weeded out a lot of the trolls here. If you're a troll and you're still in my chat, say hi or whatever. Say fuck you. Say that I look like Joe Dirt or something. Tonya says, shit, there's so much you need and so little I can do. Don't say that. No, you're fine. There's tons of other people, and I'll be, like, every time I do a stream, there's, a slightly different crowd of folks, so it's fine. I'm just kind of crowdsourcing assistance at this point, and that's how it is. Vic Lynn says, okay, I'm a regular and also a troll, but maybe not the bad kind. You know what? I'm a troll too. It's okay. You can be a troll for good. It's possible. Yeah. But, I mean, yeah, as far as, like, crowdfunding goes, what the main things that I'm trying to get here is just a new phone, and I looked up a refurbished Pixel 7, and I can get it for, like, 170 bucks. and getting my computer fixed. I don't know, it might be like around $100, but maybe it'll be less, I don't know. At least I can get some recovery of those files, maybe, unless everything's corrupted. But that stuff is so that I can put out more content for you guys, so that you can see what I've been doing. Because, you know, this live streaming stuff is fun to hang out with y'all, but it's like, it doesn't really show a whole lot of what I'm doing. It's just like me when I'm sitting down and talking to you guys. That's like fucking less than 1% of what I do with my life. Sam says, new friends welcome. Remember, subscribe so you don't lose Cornelius in the ether. Hell yeah. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe if you're new. And go check out some of my older content. I'm not always this, like, sitting in the dark and sick. So most of the time I'm actually a lot of fun. And I've got some really good edited videos of adventures that I've gone on that, you know, I'm sitting on some more videos of adventures that I've gone on. And I will be going back to Slabs in the next few days. So, you know, we're going to be rebuilding and tidying up and making Slab City Library a much nicer place for people to go and enjoy and use our resources. Are you a reporter? No, I'm Cornelius. I'm just like a person that does cool stuff and goes places. I guess I'm like kind of. I do some reporting because I happen to be in places where things are happening. Sam says, oh wow, it's end of October already. Yeah, it's, well, not end of October, it's like the 16th. It's mid-October. So, it's, yeah, it's getting to be just about the start of the season in Slabs. Man, this light makes me look like even more like shit than I feel like. It's making me look like a fucking cryptid out here. I'm Cornelius, the cryptid. Bigfoot is my best friend. I'm waiting up for him. He's supposed to meet me out here. Chris just kicked down on the PayPal. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. Hell yeah. Do you still get mail at Slabs? No, not currently. But that's another thing that we're gonna try and fix. Man, I look like a Skinwalker version of myself. I'm Skinwalker Cornelius. I've taken and mimicked the body of the real Cornelius, and now I'm soliciting you to fix the phone that I broke, but I'm really gonna spend it on more nets to set traps for more people out here in the woods. And Bigfoot's my plug, actually. Bigfoot's supposed to come here and sell me some weed, because he's got the best weed around. But he's not showing up. He's like an hour late, man. Typical. That's how the plug always is. They're an hour late, and then when you try and text them later and be like, hey, where are you at? They'll act like you're the asshole. Typical. And then he's gonna fucking call me up in like 2 hours and be like, hey, actually, can you meet me at this fucking sketchy-ass spot? And then he's gonna short me by like 0.2 or something because he smoked it. Fucking Bigfoot. Rockfan says, how is your pain level? It's been at a 7, honestly. Like, I've been at a 7 for a very long time. And like I said earlier, I had to fucking lance a pressure sore before my wrestling match in Portland. Aaron says 0.2. Yeah, dude. It's like just enough to put in a little chillum or something. Fucker. That's how they always are, man. Goddamn Bigfoot. Where is that bastard? Rip Rider says you can sleep in your van, right? No, I got my Subaru Forester is full of gear. There's nowhere to sleep in there. I got my tent set up though. Here, I'll show you. I got my tent set up here. You can barely see it. There you go. It's all cozy in there. I got all my shit set up, my pillows and my blankets, and it's cozy. I'm gonna sleep good. Yeah, there's no room in my car. It's packed. Like, look on top there too. You probably can't see it well. That's the wrestling mats And then inside it's fucking chock full. There's no room in there. I was sleeping in there. I dropped off all the gear in Portland while I went up to Olympia. And this nice fella held on to it for me. I just picked it up this morning and headed down this way. Jesus. Come on, man. I had it set perfect. Now it doesn't want to do it. Here we go. Hey. So I didn't have to, I didn't have to have my car loaded up while I was up in Olympia area. That was nice. And I was sleeping in the back of the car. My fucking back seat folds down all the way flat with the back. So it actually is pretty cozy. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty nice. But, when I just have like my backpack and me and my dog in there, it's perfect. I don't really need anything else. Tanya says, you are many things, including a reporter, musician, freight train hopper, artist, poet, activist, wrestler, guardian of the books, and many more things. Aw, shit. You're making me blush. Thank you. Vicklin says, dude is always 5 minutes away. Calm down. Yeah, he said 5 minutes away like fucking almost an hour and a half ago, man. Put your food in the car. I don't have any food, man. All I have is these non-alcoholic IPAs. But, and yeah, if they were alcoholic IPAs, Bigfoot would have already been here. But they're not. They're non-alcoholic. He doesn't care about those. He's like, fuck you. What good are you? He's probably at the fucking shithole bar around the corner, ignoring my texts. Oh man, we're at an hour here. Okay. Shit. Well, if anybody wants to get down with the kickdown, I really appreciate folks that did. Y'all are really so sweet, and that will go a long way. All of that helps so that Trans Dudes of LA doesn't have to pay more money to get my ass back to LA because they already paid for the fixes on my car. And, that stuff would have had to get done eventually anyway. It's good for me that it happened while I was doing TDLA stuff. Because now they're fixed. Otherwise, if that had happened to me in LA, I would have been stressing hard about that for who knows how long. But I want to offset the costs and not have them pay more. I just need, I'm going to pay for the gas with the money that I have left over and any kickdowns that folks have so generously donated during my stream. So that goes to help the cause as well. Trans Dudes of LA is a really special and important organization that does a lot for a lot of people. So, it really is to a good cause. I appreciate it. I appreciate you all so much. Tonya says you have to call him by name, Sir Sasquatch. He doesn't answer to that. That's his father, actually. No, that's Sir Sasquatch is nobody to be trifled with. He does not fucking play. But, yeah, Bigfoot's the younger, and he's the one that sells weed. Rip Rider says you should have asked for food and lodging, too. I did have food and lodging. I already said that. All of my food and places to stay were paid for also. So, like, I wasn't spending any money while I was out here doing that. But also, I didn't have any time to live stream. Yeah. And live streaming is how I usually bring it. Like, if I stream every day and get, like, a few bucks here and there, I'm doing pretty good. I don't need a whole lot of money. But if I haven't been able to stream in a number of days, then I'm not bringing in any kickdowns, and I don't have any time to edit my own videos. So it's, it's not a loss, but I just break even. Like, once I'm doing the TDLA shit, then like whatever assets I have are frozen and I'm on TDLA time, yeah. So it's all right. But I didn't have that much money when I headed out. Okay, Sapphire just posted a Discord server. Please join us in the Discord if you're cool and a regular, or if you're new. The Discord channel or server is really fucking dope, and there's a lot of cool people in there that you can talk to. And we shoot the shit a lot. I'm doing like a really fucking low energy version of what I usually do, which is just clown on whatever, and also share what's going on in my life. But right now, mostly I'm just sick and I'm tired and I'm cold and I'm just in the woods. And I escaped Portland by the skin of my teeth. It was yeah, it was war torn. Yeah. So it was so war torn that we had to put on a wrestling event to entertain all the trans people of Portland, and it was delightful. Shit. Yeah. I guess. Fuck. I'm gonna curl up and get warm and probably go to sleep. I know it's only 7, but shit. I think that's what I need to do. Rock fan says you've come a long way. I'm sure with your positive attitude, you will find the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Thanks, Rock fan. I think so. I think I've found the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. I just don't know how to change it into regular currency. So that's what we're working on. All right, you guys are amazing. You're so sweet, and thank you so much to everybody that kicked down. That's so kind of you. And yeah, join us in the Discord server. I'll probably stream again tomorrow at some point in another beautiful location, hopefully. And hopefully I'll be less sick tomorrow. All you folks, take care of yourselves. I hope you have a really good night, and I'll see you later.